anxiety. Ooh, that's really close. Okay. Hey there, guys. Hi. Good morning, Kim. Good morning. So I'm here. I'm set up. I think I should be able to record today. I think it's going to work out all right. So it's a little bit of a different setup, but nothing major. It's always like so tricky to get this set and reset and whatnot. But good morning. Hey, everybody. I have a funny deck in my hand. I thought I'd show it to you. It's the 9 lives. It's the cats that have 9 lives. So here's the Fool. And they're just cute little cats throughout the whole darn thing. So you guys can kind of get a feel for what we're seeing here. But yay, this is what we got here. So this one's in my hand. I got the animal decks down in case I want to go to those. I'm feeling a little bit like that's a good thing right now. So good morning, Chad. Good morning. So hopefully everybody's doing good. If you've got a few questions, you guys know the drill. You know the drill. So I'm having a good day. I talked with Phil on the phone. He gets to come home today. So that's great. So, well, tonight. So that's great. So anyway, that's what's going on here. So I hope you guys are having a good day. If you have a quick question, go ahead and ask. It looks like there's a whole whopping 6 of us in the room so far. So let's see what's going on. Hopefully I can read this well enough. How is Tiger? Oh my gosh, he is so cute. So he started a channel and it's called Emoji Kid Games or Gamer. And you can see a little pink and purple tiger on front of it. And he started his own YouTube channel. So yeah, and if you like Minecraft, go give him a follow. He'd love it. But yeah, that's what's going on. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? So good morning. Good morning. Kristen, what is Daniel W's karma with you? We're going to look in the Cat of 9 Lives and look what we've got for just a quick little minute. But 1 wants to flip. 2 wants to flip. Let's see what else we got. 3 wants to flip. Okay. Oh, here we go. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is something about the independent woman sitting pretty. How do you like to be? This is being in your garden. This is when, I would say be rare like gold. This is when the independence and the, sometimes even a little bit of the high maintenance is what somebody finds attractive. So we've got here the Hermit. This one is very much an independent on their own. They like to be solo. And then this is the Lovers. What I would say with regards to you, with these cards, you have 2 cards that are very strongly independent, going your own way and that kind of thing. And then you have the Lovers card. So they both need to be independent. It's not that you can't get together and do well. The Lovers is a choice to be made. But if you're, if somebody's the clingy type, this is not the cards they would be seeing. If somebody needed the clingy type, that when they need their independence, they need their space. It's like, the partners can be going in the same direction, but they don't have to be holding hands every single second. You know, this is what's going on. The karma there is a choice to be made. Somebody wants more space on their own and values the other person when more space is given. So I don't know what that's about, but that's what I've got. So that was not for you, Christine, but glad that it works. Enchanted Sage, should you change job soon? Let me take a peek. Oh, okay. We are going, oh, fuck, I can't remember the name of these. It's Enchanted Sage. Should you change job soon? Take a look. What's going on with this? Ace of Wands, new start, new job, new career. I would say yes. Yes. This is totally the one that's the new start, new career, new job, new work. That I don't even need anymore. Yes. I would say yes, you should. Now, this is just a tarot reading. You guys have to make decisions on your own life based on your own higher self. Always trust your own higher self more than any tarot readers or any cards ever, because the energy can change and the cards are not here to override your agency. The cards are here to just help reconfirm something, reaffirm something, let you know. But that's what I've got. So I'm going to give you my commercial real quick, and then we'll do probably one more little micro read, and then we'll get into it. Where did I put my commercial? Here's my commercial. Old school, man. All right. So if you want to get on the list, there's $20 blind oracle. You get the read you need. You don't ask a question. You just get the read you need. I go into my oracle decks, which are over here. You can kind of see in the carts. I put them back in the carts. So I have 2 full carts of this that is oracle, oracle, oracle. So you get the read you need for $20, and that's what happens with that. You've been feeling to change your job, but that was confirmation. Good, good. Glad it helps. Yeah. Okay, $30 is my year ahead. That's why I put 2 in the middle, do the 12 months, and then clarify as we go. And we don't ask for questions on that one. It's just we go in and see what's what. Then here we have the one question mini for $30 at 7 to 10 cards, or the one question full, that's 15 to 20. Now I usually get a little bit nosy. So if you want to look in the cards and see something really nosy, then we can go looking at that. The specialty reads are the crystal ball, the bones, the past life. Those are $50. I sometimes break out my hourglass and I sometimes break out the charms. So that's what's going on. Specialty reads are these right now. This is what's going on today. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. That's how you can reach me. This is how you get on the paid list, and you'll get a in-depth, nosy kind of read. If you like a nosy read, we're not going to just stop when I get like, this is nosy. We're going to get nosy. Unless the guides give me reason not to get nosy, I love to get nosy. So yeah, that's what's going on. So the E comes before the I in the word feisty, and I'm going to get that other card for the Oracle cards, and I'll throw this to the side gently, and then we'll be set. 1 second. Oh, I know. Fabulous view. Sorry, guys. Okay. Cece, will you get a new family car within the next 6 months? Gosh, I hope so. Let's take a look. We're going to go to the unicorn deck and see what it says. Just a quick 3. This is what I would call a micro. The mini is 7 to 10, and that's usually where you get a question that's super nosy. But just for a quick glance, based on the energy of today for CC and the car for 6 months, let's see. All right, you got Temperance, you got the 10 of Pentacles, and the World. I would say yes. These are all very, very positive. Like, you'll have the ability to do it. This is legacy, inheritance, and gift. This is something that you can transmute. You can create a change. And this is something where something else has ended. I would say yes, yes, yes. Something is completing. And I think the answer is yes. So that's what I've got on that. Those are all very, very positive cards to my mind. So, Lenny, will your marriage spice up soon? I don't know if I'm old enough to read that. Let's take a look. I think I might be old enough to read that. We're going to look in the Hedgehog deck. Oh, this is the Capybara. Sorry, I called it the wrong thing. Okay, I'm getting something about appreciation is the spice of life. Now, this is interesting. Appreciation is the spice of life. It's not just like a gratitude journal, but appreciate the little things that people do for each other. That kind of thing is a huge thing that's coming through. Appreciate whether, you know, you're getting the time together, whatever it is, you're getting that energy together. Will it spice up soon? Let's see. One more. We've got the Justice that needs to come into balance. The Knight of Cups. This is Romeo. Yeah, I think it will. This is definitely a card of romance. And Two of Pentacles. It's been up and down, up and down. There's been a little bit lacking. It feels like there needs to be a little bit more effort made in the romance department. Feels like there needs to be a little bit more effort made in the gratitude department. That's what's coming through. So make sure you're offering something beautiful. You're not just putting it all on them to respond. And there needs to be clear communication beforehand, but it is coming back into balance. These two cards are cards where it says balance is required, balance is coming back. This is where Romeo is coming. All right, that's what I've got. All right, so if you guys are getting on the paid list, then let Kim know how you've paid. That way when the payment comes through, I can double check, see what's going on, and we can get to it. And Kim helps me keep my head on straight, because once we get the reads going, I am lost in the cards. And I am trying to record all the reads today, and you can find them on my YouTube channel later. But this is what's going on. What do I think about what has recently occurred? Oh, at Kim, what do you think about what? Oh, that's between you two. Okay, let me get a little water and a little bit of cool. I don't have the fan on today. It's warm today, but I don't have the fan on because it's like, oh, it'll get a little too warm. Will there be a new beginning for you and Edie? Anna, I got that. Just 1 second. Lucy's in the house. Lucy is one of my guides, and she's giving me the shh, be still, be still. That's a tricky thing for me. Hang on. We get a new start. I want to look in Lucy's cards. I'm just going to pull one card on this, Ina. There needs quiet time for reflection about what you hope to experience, what your hopes and dreams are. I think that there is a new start that's possible. This is the Queen of Cups, the most compassionate queen, but she's saying honor your intuition, honor your intuition. It's important. It's very important. Be still with it. Be still with it. What are you expecting from the other person? Is that actually something that should be on the other person's plate to give you the validation that you seek? May need to come from within first before things get flowing in the other. That's what I've got. That's what I've got for that. So, okay. Yeah, Lucy's in the house. Lucy's in the house. They're all in the house. They're all in the house. Nell has been kind of on the quiet lately, but I did that meditation, and Chad wasn't here last time, but I went into my Big Chief journal and read that to you guys, and it's just crazy because Nell usually comes in and she looked like about a 10-year-old, but then she was kind of on the hush for a while, and I saw her at 3 different ages, and it was wild. It was so good to see. So that's what I've got. How do you tap into your gift? Been told you have it. I think we all have psychic gifts. One of the best ways I know that you can tap into it is meditation is such a word. Quieting your mind if you can, even if it's going on a walk, even if it's knitting, whatever it is. Quiet your mind so there's a nothing space. Ask for signs and look for signs and synchronicities. And when you see them, write them down. Don't just doubt them. Don't go into self-doubt, but take yourself to that place where you can be with your subconscious, with not 1111 everybody, with not everything going on and making you crazy, but just where you can be open to flow, open to the messages. So yeah, that's what I think is one of the easy ways to start. And then do things that start you enjoy. Also, music is very helpful in this. So if you get music that chills your mind, that's great. If it's music that gets your groove on, whatever it is, get connected to that. And also nature is a huge one. So yeah, that's what we got. Tried meditation, fell asleep. That's okay. That's okay. That's like pretty common. Lot. Just write a question down before you do your meditation. And if you fall asleep, let it be there. And then just keep doing it. In a couple of weeks, you might find that the answers are coming through and you might be seeing things a little bit different. So yeah, that's okay to do. Sarah, can you have a message about money? Yes, we'll do one last micro and then we'll go to the collective. But yes, we can for Sarah. A message about money for Sarah. We're going to the Pandas deck. Something that's difficult is coming to an end. You need to leave the baggage behind. It's draining you, and you need to save your pennies. That's what I'm getting. It doesn't say that it's going to be bing, 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 money for you, but something needs to come to an end with the death card. This is leaving the rough waters for smooth, so drop the old baggage, whatever it is that keeps you embroiled in arguments, embroiled in patterns that aren't healthy for you. Get rid of those. And then the Four of Pentacles. This is holding onto your pennies tight. And at this point, I wouldn't say feel like you're in lack, but I would be cautious. I'd be frugal. It doesn't feel like money is breaking free and busting loose this week or next. Anything else on this? The Moon. Yeah, there's some things that are hidden. They're not going to be understood for a while. Give this about a month. This is when a month has to happen. A cycle has to finish. It has to finish. So that's what I've got. So that's complete for that one. All right. Yeah, it's so hard to clear your mind. You know what? One of my favorite meditations, and I will always say this, is a guided meditation by the Honest Guys, and it's called Shamanic Dream. And I love that one because the drum beat is busy enough that it lets my brain follow where the guided meditation goes. And sometimes it goes into its own different places, but it's always interesting. So that's a great one. That's a great one. All right. So the paid list is now open by the Honest Guys. It's called the Honest Guys on YouTube. Yeah. It's one of my absolute favorite ones. If I can't get settled, then yeah. And sometimes just writing and getting rid of the junk in your head first is helpful. But yeah, the Honest Guys, that's the name of them. And it is one of the all-time favorites for me because of the beat of that drum. It just gets me in the zone. So yeah, I love that one. All right. Okay, so I'll hold up my commercial real quick. Oh, I did that commercial. I want to do my other commercials real quick. This is what I'm doing. Okay, the 3 questions for $66. If you want me to send you a private video on that, there's usually a 2-day turnaround on that, and you can email me for that. The Zoom, I don't know how quickly I'll be scheduling Zooms because Phil and I are going to go out of town. These are the Tarot Plus classes I have, and this is the Tarot regular classes that I have. Let me get to that sign. Ugh, what is this thing doing? Okay. This is my tarot class. If you want to take tarot and start speaking tarot really fast, really easy, I'll do 2 follow-ups. It's about 3 hours long. It's like 15 videos. You're talking tarot in no time. I tell people to go ahead and grab a Rider-Waite deck and grab another one that speaks to you, but they haven't changed the names. They haven't made it overly complicated system. No, keep it pretty simple, folks, and you'll be talking tarot in no time. And then once you've got tarot, understand tarot, you can read off of any deck. You find your reading off of everything. I mean, everything. Like, you'll be reading in no time. And I love tarot. I love the imagery. I love all the different decks. I have like a crap ton of decks. So happy to do that. Happy to do tarot classes, and I'll just send you the links. You take them as you want, and then we schedule the follow-ups. And sometimes I give you a little bit of homework, or sometimes we just chat and you understand after we've talked about it. You're like, yeah, okay, got it. So yeah, that's what I got. So that's that commercial. And paid list is open. I haven't seen anything come through just yet, but I'm going to check. So I think I'm current here. Okay, let me get some water. A little bit more water, and we're good to go. Yeah, probably 635 might be fair to say. It might be. But it might be only 620. I don't know. I haven't counted. One of these days, I'll have to have Kim help me count. But like it's ever going to stay that way. It's probably not going to stay that way because I'll probably want to get another deck or something. You love the Honest Guy, CC? Yeah, go with whichever of those is going to be good. And sometimes, honestly, if you get meditation music or whatever and it's too peaceful, if you have a busy mind, it needs a little bit of distraction. So it was at 6:22 months ago. Well, if you say so. Then it must be around 6:20 now, right? Sure. I know, Lanny, I know, right? I loved it. And the storyline they're doing, okay, wrestling break for just a minute. Mommy is Rhea Ripley on wrestling, and she is fucking fabulous, badass. I wish I could see her live. That would be so much fun. So, yeah, she's back on wrestling, and she's back on Raw tonight. I'm sure Phil and I are going to be watching that a little bit later. So, it's like, it's going to be very fun to watch. If you're into wrestling, you know. I've added at least 15. Well, I know I've added at least 6. So, the 6 I've added, they're just duplicates of Star Maiden, the Neoteric Feminine, and then also the Wild Reflections, which is beautiful. It's very, very, very like the Light Seers. It's gorgeous, guys. That one is great. I don't know if I've added 15 decks since then. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track, but yeah, it's okay to keep track. And it's okay. Like if my job in the universe is be a tarot librarian, sure. Does anyone want to step forward, Angie? Well, I can tell you what we did with Nell and see if Nell's got a message for us. Let's do that. And I don't know what age she'll come in at. Let me grab the Big Chief Journal and we'll see what's going on with Nell. 1 second. Okay. So, Big Chief Journal. I told you guys I would share this journal with you. And so what I'm going to do is just kind of hit the highlights of what came through. Nell came through saying that she was from the Nimue Collective, like as in Merlin Nimue Collective. I don't know what that was about. But I saw her and she was diving into this cosmos and in and out and through. And every time she'd dive in, she came in through a different look, like a different age. So Nell, who I usually see at age 10, she's laughing at me now. Yeah, she wants to come through. All right. I saw her as the older woman, I saw her clear as far as like Crone, which would look like in her 80s. And I saw her maybe around 50-ish, 60-ish, something like that. And she looked really fierce, not like fierce, but sharp, shrewd, fierce, smart, wise. And then at the end, when I woke up in the next morning, there was this, it was like her older self was saying, walk with me, child. And she said, I'll walk as you. So it's like she took the older version of herself's hand and incorporated all of this knowledge, but she still likes and prefers to walk as the young one because she delights in the learning. Okay, we're there. Hi. Okay. Anyway, that's what's in the Big Chief Journal. I shared that once before, but that's what came through. But she wants, yeah. It's about the hay. Okay, what do you got? She's telling me it's about the hay. It's about the hay. The grass, the hay. Yeah, she's giving me the hay, oh, whoop! I don't know what that's about. No. The hay, oh, whoop! What are you doing, Nell? She's playing. She's moving around. You know she loves that rock. This is her younger self. It is like she's doing her own little dance, and I don't know if it's a war cry or a holler or what, but that's what she's doing. She's stopped. She's stopped. She's by the water's edge. What's she doing? She's playing with the mud and doing something, creating something. That's my horse. That's my horse, she's telling me. This King of Swords has the truth with her and the wolf, but she's telling me that's my horse. That's my horse. And she's giving me the hay as the thing that's necessary for the horse, necessary for the bricks. The roof, that's my horse and that's my roof. That's my hay. It's all my hay. I'm going to build. I'm going to build. That's my horse. That's my horse. That's my roof. That's all mine. Mine, 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 mine. No, I'm not too. I just know I can figure out how to use. I can figure out how to do. I can figure out how to build. Yes, my idea can go, can go. That's mine. No. No. She's like marching around. And then she's building. It's got like, it's a really ugly horse now. This is like a really ugly clay horse looking thing that she's made in the sand. And then she's showing like thatched roof, English thatched roof. Don't know what that's about. All the things that you can build with hay, all the things you can build with your imagination. Yes, yes. Oh, for pity's sake. This is her older self. Oh, for pity's sake. Oh, for pity's sake. Of course you can build with all of these things. Of course you can. Of course you would know what to do with your imagination. Let's just take it down a notch. Her older self is a little bit more serious. Let's just take it down a notch. The basics, the fundamentals of hay, of grass, of seeds, of building. We all know how earth works. We all know how earth and water, and pretty soon you're creative. Pretty soon you're bringing forth. Let's not make it overcomplicated. Young Nell is grabbing older Nell, and she's dancing it and doing the dance again. Dancing around like, okay, the hay, whoa. That's what she wants you to remember. And the older Nell, she's kind of just smiling and laughing at her younger self, knowing all of this. So is Nell evolving? I think Nell is just able to show me herself at different ages. I don't know that it's evolution just because she's older in age. Gogs knows her as older, but we always see her as younger because the playful energy is so needed. And it's how she prefers to learn. Oh, for pity's sake. It's like sometimes she forgets. Sometimes being serious is more the challenge for her. Being logical is what she wants to emphasize, but the playfulness, hey, whoop. hey, whoop. That's what she wants you to remember. Anything else, Nell? Good grief. Okay. All right. Young Nell. I guess I need to ask for young Nell. Six of Cups. The playful energy of nostalgia. Of course, I would need to ask for young Nell. And look at how raspberry-filled this is. How joy-filled this is. This is sweet and delicious. And Six of Cups. Nostalgia, happiness, equal trades, fair trades. Like favorite rock for favorite candy bar. That kind of thing. This is what it needs to be. This is how it needs to be. It needs to be fair. It needs to be childlike. It needs to be based from love, not from what can I get or what can I get. But what's actually a good deal? How do we trade our energy units for time for happiness, those things? How do we go after our own happiness? We have to create it with our own imagination. Again, she's showing me the horse. She's showing me the horse. Whatever it is you want to create, you probably thought of this before you got to the planet. You probably thought of this in your childhood. These are things that you would have seen before. And now as you get older, you don't forget. I mean, our older selves might get a little bit more serious, but our young self is still very much in residence, every bit as much as the old self is in residence with the young Nell. And the old self remembers how to play. The old self remembers. The young Nell absolutely remembers the wisdom of the old Nell. Very, very interesting. Anything else? There's purpose in the horse. Okay. There's purpose in the horse, purpose in the building, purpose in the journey, Page of Wands. Putting your message out there and really doing it in a way that's joyful, exuberant, excited, really, really going for it is important. She's showing me Candyland. We all know the game Candyland. She's showing me Candyland. Like you slide down, you go back up, and very much like Candyland Chutes and Ladders. This is life. This is how it goes. There's cycles. There's when things end and then start again. There's new treats all along the way. There's a reason to be delighted by the surprise that's going forward. Reason to be delighted by the playfulness that's going forward. There is reason to go forward, to go forward, to go forward. It's hugely important for us to remember to be joyful, even when it's tricky, even when we need to be serious. She kicks and splashes. Even when we need to be serious, kick and splash. Remember the whoop. So that's what I've got. That's what I've got. Remember the whoop. However she does that. Yeah. So that's what I've got. So okay. Whew. Yeah. Yeah. She's definitely, she's going to be poopering in the sand for quite a while today. So yeah, the guides are definitely in the house. They're here, and if they want to chime in, they'll chime in. They always do. They're always welcome. Okay, Gloria for a blind. All right. Gloria for a blind. I'm going to write this down, and then we'll get your cards. Okay. I found these. Okay, so we have the Energy Oracle, we have Colette Baron Reed's Wisdom Oracle, and then Where the Wild Things Are. So that's what we're going to go. So, all right. See you later, Cece. Okay, Gloria, what do we got? Long trial, long time going forward, long time going forward, long time, long walk, long time going forward. Now, here we have this. Loss and true love. Long time going forward, long time going forward. True love isn't just in the one that we seek as other. It's also in those that are relationships around us. Those are relationships of significance to us. I'm going to try and get this so you can see this. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know that that's any better. Okay. There we go. This is what we're getting. Now I want to see what's going on here. The true love is the one that's highlighted here. The truest love is the one, it's the Whitney, the greatest love of all. The loving yourself is very, very importantly coming through. The long time walk, the long time walk. This is you're walking in a way that feels like alone for a long or over long time, over extended period of time. The love for self needs to come in a little bit greater. Looking through something to see the reflection of our own soul coming back to us in a different way. All we're looking for is that reflection back to us, and it's a huge thing to allow ourselves to see what we would want reflected back to us. Allow ourselves to see the version of us that we would think our lover, our true love would see. The fates and flexible. I'm blessed. The fates come in with weaving time, diving in, flexible, stretching. This need to stretch and move forward. This need to be able to move, wrap, wind and rewind. This is not as in backtrack, but wind and as in undo and then do again. The lesson again. This is a lesson that's repeating for you. I'm not sure what this is about. And then blessed in the lesson that repeats. Blessed in the lesson that repeats in a big way. There's something huge about this. We've got the 17th, the 19th, the 22nd. This is increasing by fives. 5 is the number of loss in tarot sometimes, but this is increasing by fives. I'm not sure what we've got. 17 to 22, increased by 5. Okay, not sure what that's about, but there is disruptions, things that throw us off balance. Focus. Look at this. This is a time to focus. Focus on what's reflected to you. Focus on the sweetness. The happy, sweet energy of summertime is coming through. The lyrics, watermelon sugar, are coming through. I don't even know if that applies. But this is the color, the watermelon sugar. The sweetness of summer is coming through. The sweetness of play that Nell often brings through. The sweetness of life that often comes through. Again, there's a juiciness and a sweetness that must be given to ourselves from ourselves in order to let that come through. Lucy's in the house. When you walk into a relationship, you bring all of you, all the versions of you. You don't wait for them to reflect back to you the version you want to see. The version you want to see already exists within you. You do not have to wait for somebody else to tell you you're beautiful, to know you're beautiful. You do not have to wait for somebody else to tell you you're enough, to know you are enough. You do not have to wait for somebody else to tell you you're deserving, to be worthy. You are here. You are all of that. And all the versions of yourself are walking with you as you walk through this. All the versions, the higher self, the ones you've been before, and the ones yet to be. It's all here with you right now. There is a sense of connectedness with the silver cord, with the divine, with the playful energy that comes forward as you learn, as you grow, and with what is reflected to you. Go into your dream space, not the dream space where you're asleep, the dream space where you're awake and yet you see yourself down the track in the future. Take off the layer of goals, goals, goals. Take off the layer of do, must do, perfect, all. Take that off. Remove all of this covering. Remove all of this external nonsense. I got the word crap. She says nonsense, but that's truly what it is. The belief that you have for yourself, for your own heart, really surpasses all of this. Really, when you look into your own heart and know what it is that you love about yourself, then you bring forward true love and let loss go. Then you are able to seek again the adventure that you so richly want to have. That's complete. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. That's what we got, guys. I'll show you these cards one more time just so you can see them. And then this one. And this is from Where the Wild Things Are. There needs to be a focus. Almost like this one makes me think zombie or hypnosis, but it's like laser focused in the eyes. Laser focused. That's what's coming through. That's the huge, huge important lesson for you right now. To be laser focused about what it is that you're doing, about what it is you want to do. You understand? Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. You guys always understand more than I would even realize. So I get out of the way, let the message through, and I'm so glad. Yay, yay, yay. Yay. That's excellent. Let me get a drink of water and we can see what's going on next. So, Kim, let me know if somebody's gotten a read. Let Kim know, and we'll just keep rocking and rolling. You are so welcome, Gloria. No problem. No problem, no problem. Hey there, Steph. Hey, hey. You don't know of anyone else? Okay. All right. That's all right. So, Steph, how did your class go? Steph taught an aura painting class recently. I hope it went well. I was thinking about you. I hope it went really good. Okay. I think we could do a collective here. It was amazing. Good, 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 good. Oracle painting class sounds so fun. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it was Oracle or Aura. Steph, you can chime in. You guys got to go follow Tarot by the Sea or Intuitive Seer Steph. If you're not following, go follow. Go follow, go follow. All right. Kristen was asking about the collective. Okay, let's do the collective. We're going into the light seers for the collective. Okay, what does the collective need to know? Ooh. The collective is going to be kind of big on this one. The collective is coming through as if almost the collective needs its own little full Celtic cross. So we're going to lay it down in the version of the Australian 10 so you guys can see it pretty good. But it's coming through as if that's what it needs to be. So Steph does it once a month locally, and she teaches Aura, and also they do Oracle. So go see her. That's over at Mystic Frog, I think. So, and that's in Orem. So if you're anywhere close to that, go for it. All right. The collective. The whole collective has been given a challenge. The whole collective is being asked to step up. And this is feeling like this is the collective for the next 2.5 to 3 weeks. That's what we're going. Wow, we are hugely being asked to step up. This is us being asked to come into our higher self and to be true to ourselves right now. What's happening right now for all of us is we need to figure out balance. We need to figure out karma, what goes around comes around, and we need to figure out how do we allow justice to come through? How do we do things in a more just manner? The challenge will be here for 3 weeks, but 2 months is usually what this comes up as. The 8-week time period is often the time marker. I'm putting this for 3 weeks. Some of us might get through this by 3 weeks. Some of us might need the full 2 months. This is what's coming up. The challenge, how do we make announcements, exciting news? How do we expand our soul? How do we stretch to be bigger, to be joyful again? Look at these poses, if you want to call them there. Look at how similar this is to what's right here. This is exuberance coming through. There's a joyful release. You don't get to do that if you're heavy and weighed down and not letting go of something. If your heart is heavy, you're holding too much grief, too much anxiety, too much stress. This is in the conscious thoughts. This is the miniature of the tower, and the tower itself is right here in the recent past. This is a bolt out of the blue. And if you're only focusing on what was destroyed, but not how you survived or not what you can do now, you don't have to build up something that's going to ultimately fall over. The tower is a lesson about liberation and rebuilding. And when something like the lightning bolt out of the blue strikes it and it crashes everything down, and what you thought you had, what you thought you planned on, what you thought was going to be the fabulous gets dashed. Like, you know, something that when the waves throw something up against the rocks and it's all broken, that kind of thing. When your dreams and hopes get dashed, it doesn't mean that it's time to stop dreaming. It's time to build differently, time to build new, and accept some freedom to go forward and take the new knowledge that has been given through this lesson, through this destructive tower, this like, oh shit, what now kind of energy. Then it's time to move forward. Underneath this, in the subconscious, the King of Wands coming through. Now this, when he is in his right space, he is brave, he's inspiring, he's leader, he's strong, and he's motivational. When he's upside down, it's just ego-driven. For some of us, we have to let the ego go, step to the left of ego, and move forward anyway towards the inspired truth. That's what's coming forward in the Justice card right here. This Four of Wands energy, this celebration. This is sometimes retirement, wedding, birth. These are exciting things. Graduations is often what comes up with this. There's something that we have completed, something we have moved through as a collective, where even though it feels like disaster, there's been a graduation. There's been a perfection of a sort that's bringing new balance in. Emperor's here in the environment around us. How do we take accountability? How do we protect and provide for the realm? How do we use the wisdom we have to set up new rules, new things that work and function better for us than the old way? In the hopes and fears for the collective, we have the Nine of Wands. There's a matter of resiliency and guardedness that needs to be here. This is one that has been so guarded they almost become defensive. It's time to let go of the defensiveness in order to allow for the resilience to be there and to come through. The resilience must come through, must come through, must come through. Higher self wants us to be true to ourselves, be open to growth, be open to expansion. Again, this is a packet of expansion that's happening in the next 2 to 3 weeks for many of us. For others of us, maybe it's friends and family, they'll learn the same things, and it's like, oh, and it's something you will maybe have gotten a download or gotten a epiphany about, you know, in this little time frame. They might just be a little bit slower on the draw. It doesn't mean they aren't going to get it. It doesn't mean they aren't going to get there. This is the time where you extend love in a huge way. What else? Anything else we need to know? Anything else we need to be aware of in this next 2 to 3 weeks? Momentum. There's momentum. This is like having a high perspective about, like, these horses are practically racing. High perspective about the balance that we need in order to go forward. And we need to step outside the box in order to see it. This guy isn't even in the chariot. He's on the chariot, ready to ride from a higher vantage point. He's keeping the balance, and he's keeping his eye on the prize in the distance. This is in time span, going down the track. This is important to see. And it needs to be balanced. You can't push too hard, too fast, or these guys go out of control. You need to push it at a speed that makes sense and keep your eye on what's in the distance, what it is the goal, what it is the focus, and what is the intention, the greater lesson that's coming through. And keep your spiritual, I'm getting conduit or conductor, keep your spirit, I'm getting the image of a wire that's corroded. You don't want corrosiveness or corruption in the wire. You want a clear line, So you have to keep yourself in integrity, keep yourself in check to keep that line clear in order for things to come through so it's not corroded. Keep track of your spiritual hygiene. That means go and do your exercise if that's how you get your head on straight. Go and do the walk that you need to do. Take the time to meditate. Do whatever it is that gets you in your zone. Make sure you make the time to make that a priority because it puts you in a better space to hold the light. It puts you in a better space to lift others. It puts you in a better space so your higher self can be more present. And that's what's needed right now. That's complete. That's beautiful, beautiful energy. Holy smokes. Yeah, that is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's what's coming through. Absolutely stunning. And this one, it's been kind of a crazy time for many people, but the lesson of the tower isn't let the craziness get to you. It's you've survived a big transition change. Now it's time to move forward and allow the aha, the epiphany, the new knowledge, the new knowing to be liberating. So that's what I've got on that. So that feels very, very complete. All right. Okay. Some water. So I got something interesting in the mail today, but they're in the other room. But I got some Tibetan singing bowls. I've got my crystal singing bowls too. And I haven't had time to even play them or get used to them. I might not get that until Phil and I get back. And I think we're going to leave town tomorrow. So this is probably the last day that I'll be on. If I can go on later tonight, maybe I will. But we might be watching wrestling. Who knows? So that's what's going on. So yeah, Phil will be back this evening and that will be super fun. So I'm going to check and see if anything's come through. Do I feel any shifting in the divine feminine? Yeah. There has been a shift in the divine feminine, and everybody will think divine feminine, or not everybody, but some people, I don't think I'll be on Wednesday. I don't think I will. Some people think in the divine feminine, they see the Empress qualities of receptivity. They don't see the strong mother quality when mom's pissed. Like when mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. There is a shift in the divine feminine that is saying, okay, time to get it together. You know, when your kids are little and they're misbehaving, you kind of give them a stinger pop is what we used to call it. You flick them on the head, or you say, no, it's a sharp, hey. And there's a correction for the child's own good. This is something that's coming in, setting up the rules, setting up some accountability, letting the divine feminine come in more strong is coming in more powerfully and showing up in the power, not just receptive, but knowing what actually needs to be had. When the Empress is pregnant and when the divine is ready to do something new, to create a new work, to birth a new project, a new time, a new era, anything of that. Using the pregnant woman as the metaphor. She knows what she's craving. She doesn't have to explain why she needs the chocolate fucking ice cream, but she needs the chocolate fucking ice cream. She needs it. That's what she's going to get. And woe be to the person that gets in the way between her and her ice cream. She's going to get it. And she's not going to go without it because she has bigger things to do. She's not going to take time to explain to the pissants that can't understand what's going on either. She's going to get what needs to be handled, and she's going to get it done. Brandy was wanting a PL when she got paid Wednesday. Could she pay and listen for a PL today? I'm not sure what you mean by PL, but yeah, Brandy's good for it. I know she is. So what, Brandy, what is the PL? Yeah, Brandy's a regular, guys. If you haven't been in, Brandy's been here. Past life. Okay, gotcha. Sure. Yeah, Brandy, not even a worry. Not even a worry. I'll write it down. And we'll get into the past life for Brandy. So, you guys, all the acronyms just get me after a while. Like, I even have it on my own damn commercial as past life. You'd think I would get that? Yeah, okay. Brandy, we'll do the past life for sure. Okay, all right, hang on. We're in some interesting cards here. We're in the dreaming way. Interesting, we're here. You want the red tarot? The red fairy tarot? And look at the past life cards. And I am recording this, so hopefully I'm going to tip this other one down. And then I'll move these out of the way, and hopefully we can tip these down. Okay. I want these. So I'm going to get one of these. Okay, So we're going to do past life for Brandy, guys. This is going to be very fun. All right. Usually in past lives, I go into the archetypes first and then into the tarot. Today, the tarot's called me, but we're going to go into the archetypes for a minute. We'll dive into there. Brandy, in the past life, what do we need to know? Immediately, what's coming through is this energy of the dragon protecting its hoard, protecting the mountain of gold, the old lore of the dragons and the hoard. There's something about invaders. Invaders are coming through on this card. It's bringing through, and it says allied invaders, but I'm not sure how strong the alliance is. But an invader has come through. Somebody has the coach. And the creator. This is you here in creator. The invader is the coach. Somebody else trying to tell how the thinking would be. Trying to tell the dragon how to be a dragon. That's really funny to me. Who could tell a dragon how to be a dragon? A governor. He's trying to teach. We've got the dreamer, but there's so much dragon energy in here. I'm going to go to a dragon deck if I can find one. Yeah, I do have the dragon deck. Hang on. 1 second. All right. So we're going in here. Now this is, oh, a dragon deck. It's what it is. I want to go back in. Go back in. Why is the dragon energy so strong in here? Then we'll go in here. I'm getting something, the fiery gift, the fiery talent, unbelievable. I'm getting the unbelievable fiery talent, the unmistakable. Unmistakable. It's something that's seen as like when somebody has crazy, crazy intense red hair. This is seen. This is seen. This is seen. Unmistakable. Okay. This is being sent somewhere, sent on a journey after something that's destructive has happened. It's almost like you're getting the blame for destroying something that you didn't destroy or have anything to do. It's just the nature of something that's happened. There's also something that's left a mark on you, a scar on you. The mark of the dragon. There's something that is like a burn. There's something that has happened. It's like you have survived a fire. And then being sent to something different, sent to do something different. This is why the coach is there, the allied invader. This is somebody that came in. It feels like you survived a fire as a child. Something about your arm is coming through on your arm. Something is coming through on your arm. Why is this? There's something that it's like a mark on your arm. You will wear long sleeves even in warm weather is what the feeling is. You're hiding this. Somebody that's come through that's pulled you out of the fire. This is not your parents. It doesn't feel like the parents necessarily were even around for you to have survived the fire. I don't know what your parents are or who your parents are or what the deal is on this, but the parents weren't around. It's like you were thrown to the wolves long before the fire ever happened. This is somebody else's fire. The stowaway energy is coming through as if you were stowed away in their barn or in their outbuildings. The fire burns the outbuildings down. Somebody grabs you out of the way. You shouldn't catch the blame for this. You weren't like setting the fire. What's going on here? You have the crazy red hair. You are foreign to whatever this is going on. There are so many times in this particular life that you've been pushed aside and what's coming through is this energy of because of the way that your hair is, the way that is the very nature of your hair, the fieriness of your hair comes through, and it marks you. And as if that hasn't been enough, it marks you enough that your parents or your mother puts you elsewhere. There's very much orphan energy coming through here, very much abandonment energy, not enoughness. Your mother would know that this would put you in jeopardy. She put you elsewhere. She continues on doing whatever. I don't know why. I don't know why separation from the mother is coming through in such a huge way, but it is. And then also marked on the arm from this fire and needing to go again. I'm getting child of conflict, and this is aristocratic conflict, child of conflict, that was the burden to be seen as fruits of labor to need to be balanced. This is somebody that we like to think there are no unwanted babies in the world, but this is ill-timed. This feels like child of conflict is the way I would put this. Product of conflict. I don't want to get too heavy or deep in here, but that's what it feels like was the reason. And then the evidence in the coloring of the hair was so strongly there that it's like there's not accountability for this one in this life about creating this burden that would be you as the child of conflict. It's why you were pushed aside, why sent the choices, given a fair shake or given an ending. Somebody came in to the woman who produces the fruit of labor, the fruit of the loins, basically. Somebody comes in and says, get that child out of here if you want that child to survive. And of course, that's the case. So when this fire happens, what happens? Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Really sad to go. Really sad, sad, sad. The one who has no right or claim knows of you, knows of your leaving, but can't. She's frozen in her own lot, her own station. She can't do anything to correct the situation. She's sad to see you go, but she's glad that you are going, glad that you're capable of going. Here you are. This is you viewed as the devil. This is you viewed as bastard child, problem child, when you weren't the problem at all. You came at an inconvenient time for this one and for this one. This is very much mom and dad cards. You came at the inconvenient time. There would have been too much revealed by the very feature, by the very strikingness of the hair. Here is the invader. This is somebody to do with church or governance, and we've got the governor coming up before. This is somebody that has the ability to move through the social circles well, to take you, move you. There's somebody that comes through. There's a young man coming through. This young man, probably about 16, somehow this one has family somewhere that you can go. You can go. The burned barn. This one is around when the barn burns down. This one is around, knows what happened. I'm getting wrap you with the witch's wraps. I think there was some kind of salve and wraps, and then wrap you as if you were dead. This is really weird. It looks like they wrapped you and like wrapped your body as if you were dead to get you out of there. Is very much a strange, but had to wrap you, confine you in a way that was very strange to you in order to get you out of there. And you need to be distant, far distant. Who is this boy? I want to know, who is this boy to you? He's set up because of the governor, because of the invader. Who is he to you? develops a plan, nurtures, helps you grow, those kinds of things right here. Creator knows that you need to thrive. Takes you miles and miles and miles and miles away. Takes you to his mother. I'm getting that he takes you to his mother who looks different. This one feels like is half sibling. What I'm getting is the story of this one, whoever this one is, did wrong by more than one or two women in his day, in his time. This your father in this one. This is half brother. His mother, her traits came through a little bit stronger, so he wasn't quite so marked as you with the crazy hair. He's every bit the bastard child that you are, but his mother is somehow more safe, more secure in whatever's going on, and she's at a distance, so he takes you from a distance. He takes you wherever that is. You go in the employ. This isn't usually... Why are you going? You go in the employ. You go in as what's seen as the employee, the worker, and also younger brother. I don't think that you actually are a boy child in this life, but I think they're doing everything they can to disguise you because your hair is so wretched. They'll do everything they can to make your hair less of a noticeable thing because it's too much of a dead giveaway as to who this is, but you're at the distance, so there could be many at the distance, and they try to make you blend. This one's coming through as really angry about what's going on, angry about the ripoff, angry about having to travel this way. And this is you coming in older. These are you. This is you older. What's going on with this? It comes in looking like this, but we're getting way older energy. And I'm getting female energy, even though the card is very much this. It's like a different kind of thing. You become something of a boundaryman. I don't know what a boundaryman is. I don't know how a woman would be a boundaryman, but there's something that you do that keeps the boundary, holds the boundary. There's something that you do that keeps the lights, keeps the torches, keeps things lit. Dragon energy coming back. Dragon energy coming back. What's going on with this? The boundary needs to be set. The boundary line needs to be held. Whatever it takes to hold the boundary, it has to be held. You learn how to do this. The line has to be held over time. You learn to do it. You study the tree line. You understand the nature very, very well. But there is a certain tree line that the boundary must be held. You're somebody that goes, it's almost as if you would light torches or light lamps of a sort. And you would do this as if to mark the tree line. As if to hold the boundary for something. And I'm not sure why. What else? Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. There's something about revolution in this. Something about revolution or revolutionary type of thing. This energy of wanting to create a big change and do it in a strategic way. We hear myths of things like Robin Hood sometimes. And this is very much the Robin Hood card. It's Sneaky Pete the Thief card. It's something that you are able to do. This is something where you keep the boundary line, hold the boundary. You're part of a chain. You're part of what's going on within a very Robin Hood type of an association. And your job is to keep the boundary line. Keep the lights when they need to be lit. Keep the boundaries where they are. This isn't something that's a typical revolution, typical battle. It's how smugglers would operate, how things would be smuggled and moved, how products would be moved in order to continue to create what needs to be the resource in order to further the cause. Really wild. Anything else on this? You're meant to keep the torches and the boundaries. When people cross your boundaries in this particular lifetime, it's going to piss you off. You're meant to keep the torches, keep the torches, keep the torches, whatever the boundaries are, whatever the karmic lesson is that was meant to be taught. And you keeping those boundaries firm, you keeping those lamps lit, keeping the lamps lit, keeping the lamps lit over and over and over. This is how you held your boundaries. You're very, very resilient. You needed to be resilient then. And you needed to be careful and cautious in what you do. Not everyone will accept what it is you want to tell them regarding what the message is or regarding how you keep the boundaries. There is something that is marking. Again, getting reference to the mark on the arm again. This is part of the inner strength that's coming through, but part of this is just your own dragon nature. In order to do this, this is something that is, you need to keep this lit. This candle needs to be lit. It's like very much keeper of the flame, keeper of the light, holding the light and holding the line. And this is interesting. When you hold the boundary, I don't know if you can see this. When you hold the boundary, if somebody's trying to climb or trying to get to a better place, get to the higher ground, it's because you're up there holding the light. They know where to go. It's because you're up there. They know how to go, how to proceed. Lucy's interrupting me right now. Okay, Lucy's one of my guides that you guys know, and she's come through multiple times. She wants me in the Mind's Eye Tarot. There's something about a spiritual lesson coming through. This is something that's a spiritual lesson that you're supposed to be able to do now. After the wounded child recognizes the wound is there for the lesson for her good, after the wounded child recognizes the wound that has been nursed for a long time is only part of the training, part of the way she was taught, part of the lessons, then she can create skillfully what she needs to hold boundaries, hold lines in many lifetimes, in many forms, in many ways. That it's not just about the illuminated torch. It's not just about the light. It's more of an internal. Three of Pentacles. This is coming together. This is something that's hugely coming together for you right now. Three of Pentacles. Something huge is coming together. It's part of this plan. It's part of the gifts. You have an acquisition of gifts. We've jumped. I'm sorry. We've jumped out of this one. We're into a time that is more. She's giving me more modern. This doesn't ever give me modern. She's giving me more modern imagery, like shopping, shopping, shopping. It's like all of these bags are now full. The teamwork is here. All the bags, all the gifts have been bestowed. This is the time for you to do what it is as is in your dragon heritage to do. Third time. Third time, third time. 3 lifetimes where you've had this lesson. 3 lifetimes where you've had this lesson. This lifetime that you're in now, you have this lesson. You have some of these other lessons where the worthiness and all of this comes on the line. Those you are meant to get past. You're still meant to hold the light. You're meant to hold the light. Regardless of how difficult it has been, there's something in your birthright that comes through on this. Now, this is kind of a trippy one. There's something that comes through in your birthright that you are supposed to be able to hold the light, hold the line, this dragon nature. There might be a very strong connection to dragons for you. I don't know why that is or what this is, but I would definitely look into it. You were taught by the invader that pulled you out of the barn and got you to this other place how to create what is necessary to feed the internal fire. You were taught this skill. You know this skill. You must carry it forward. This is something you know. It's time for you to remember. Wake up, young child, wake up. This is what's going on. Wake up, wake up. This guy shakes you from the bar, shakes you, takes you out of the situation, like literally yanks you out of the situation so that you are preserved, you are saved, so you're not burning down with whatever this is. Everything that has been before, everything that has been the wounding, the things that have come before that create the wound, it's only to mark and remind you how important it is for you to wake up. Wake up, there's more work to be done. Hold the light, hold the light, hold the line. Anything else? The gift is knowing that you're a child of fire. There is a reason that you have all of this child of fire energy. You are meant to be able to inspire others. In Lands of Tarot, fire is inspiration. Fire is wands. Fire is very much how do you do career, work, family, all of this. This is huge. You've got dragon and owl decor everywhere. Of course you do. Of course you have dragon and owl decor everywhere. This fire and this wisdom that you've gained over 3 lifetimes on this feels like this is time to move forward past the wounding, past any of the mother wounds, the father wounds, the not enough, all of this. And you're meant to hold the light in this particular time. You're meant to illuminate and hold the light so others can see the light. Just as in, where was it? This one. This is the very dramatic rendition of that, right? Where somebody's trying to climb to this. You've already done this. You've already done this. Whatever the pain is that needs alchemized and transmuted, it only is able to be alchemized after something comes to the boiling point, after something comes to a certain overheated point of boiling, and then cools down again. There's something to do with this, and it has to have the fire requirement in order to move this, in order to transmute it. That's what I've got, and that's complete, honey. That was like a whiplash of a past life into a this life, and then Lucy in here. But that's what I've got for you. I don't know everything that pertains to, but anything that is old wounding, it's time to realize that those things are done. And the invader that was the invader that yanked you, took you away from what you knew, took you away from what was familiar, yanked you out of the barn. That energy is still present. So you'll feel sometimes jerked around, or like that you've lost your bearings kind of quickly. And it's not that you've lost your bearings at all. It's just the universe will drag you that quickly. It's like dragging it's like pulling a dragon by its tail to get it out of a path that doesn't serve. Don't know what it's about. Don't know why that is. But that's what came through. That's complete. The mother wound runs deep still. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, do what you can to move through that at your pace. It's not that you can purple wash it or sugarcoat it, but know that you are marked. Know that you do have this child of fire in you that is importantly there, divinely there. And understand that needs to be there because you're meant to inspire others and to hold light for others. So that's what I've got. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, I'm going to put these cards to the side. Holy cow, I'm going to have a lot to sort later. All right, let me put these to the side, and then I'll get a new tray out here, and we'll see what's going on. So, it's over here, I guess. All right. Okay, you totally get it. You're welcome, honey. You are so, so welcome. No problem, no problem. Let me get some water, and then we'll see. I think there was somebody else on the list, and we'll see what's going on. Kim, will you let me know who's next? Okay. Kate for a full. Okay. And I'm going to look and see. I saw something came through, but I didn't see quite a question. Let me see if I can see that. Kate, do you have a specific question or do you want just a full general? Got it. Got it. Is moving to Mexico creating opportunity for family and siblings to come together? So this is pinned. Okay. Is moving to Mexico going to create opportunity for the family to come together? We're going to Santa Muerte. I want to see if I can find my other oracle cards to go into here as well. 1 second. I'm not seeing those. If I'm not seeing those, then I won't grab those. We're going into Santa Muerte Tarot first, and I want to get some of these, and I forget what these are. These are kind of witchy woo-woo oracles. I want to see these first. I don't know why. The Maiden Mother Crone, you've got all three together. This is a beautiful illustration of this. You're going to be asked to play many roles coming up, coming for the future. You're going to be asked to play many, many roles. Mother Maiden Crone energy is coming in strong. I'm going to angle this down so you can see what's coming through in the Santa Muerte cards and with the read. So let's see what we got here for you. All right. What I'm getting is family going to Mexico is a good idea. Family doing this together is a good idea. What I'm getting overall is, yes, you're going to play many different roles, but it's also a whole different kind of world that's opening up for you. Higher self is going to be employed in a big way. To thine own self be true. The ancestors are with you on this. Let's see what else is going on. But the simple answer is fuck yeah. The simple answer is yes. Yes, it's very good. Very good. It ends with a new start. Yeah. This is very, very good. The momentum is ready. This is the time to do it. The Knight of Wands wants to charge forward. The challenge is, how do you charge forward without being totally reckless? How do you go in the bold new direction that you want to go and have it work for everyone? And you will have to play many roles. You will have to fulfill many, many of these roles going forward. The Two of Wands, make the good plan. The Page of Wands, this is the excitement and the energy. Treat it as if it's a new adventure, a new excitement, and let it be something you explore, you enjoy, and you long to do. This is a plan that makes sense for you. There's reason for you to connect to the land again. The ancestors coming through. This is something like you need to go down to where the marigolds and the mariposa both are. You need to go down to where the ancestors come through more strongly. You need to go down to where the land can seep through your toes and give you the growth that you need. This is like almost as if you need to plant your feet on different soil in order to reconnect with the ancestors that want to help guide your path. That's wild. We got the Three of Cups here. A celebration again. Mother Maiden Crone being honored here. This is huge. Three of Cups is being celebrated, not tolerated, being understood, being excited about what you're doing. In recent past, this has been... this has become more clear, more clear, more clear. Now it feels like a little bit of crazy is going on. Tower. Tower, you know, is one of my favorite cards. And look how upside down and crazy this tower can get. I mean, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous tower. But it feels like the whole world is falling apart, or you're on the climb, the climb, the climb. All the stairs disappearing. It almost feels like one of those optical illusions. Don't judge it by just the sight of what is typical to your own eye. Don't judge this thing by what is just that you're seeing as, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. Make your plan, but judge with your spiritual eyes. Employ the third eye. There's a reason to open. There's a reason to open. There's a reason to open. Sometimes you can do a tracing of whatever it is up here. For you, it may be a spiral. For you, it may be like the butterfly shape. Whatever it is that is significant to you, trace it here. Tap, activate. This is something you can do to activate your own insight a little better when the world becomes a little overwhelming. Again, touching this spot and uncovering. Don't close the heart. Open the heart. Open the heart more. These two need to really be open more, to align more. This is huge. It's coming through. Right here, you've got the Five of Cups. This is grieving something that perhaps didn't work out. Sorrow or loss. This sometimes comes in when there's literally been a death. But look, right here, there's a new labyrinth that needs to be walked, new knowledge that is being given and granted. There is a skilled lesson from whatever this loss is. This is the Hermit, and he's on his own, but this Hermit is very much feeling like boxed in, and this Hermit needs to break out of the box to move forward, This is huge for you. We've got Santa Muerte here. Death and rebirth. Really, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. The time is upon you to do this, and the Fool's new start is right here. Very, very soon for this to happen, yes. I'm getting, yes, I'm getting a lot of ancestral connection. Ancestors are trying to connect with you in doing this. Just because we show up here looking a certain gender, a certain color, a certain religion, doesn't mean we don't have a whole lot of past life history that is connecting us to different places and spaces. It's why sometimes we feel very connected to lands we've never been to. The Wheel of Time. Look at this. Look at this. The Wheel of Time is coming up. This is the finishing of one cycle and coming into another. Fortune is favoring the bold and ready to ride forward, ready to ride forward. Anything else that she needs to know? I'm getting as an image, this is an ancestor in my world, but that's what's coming up, is this old revered ancestor photo, woman on the wall. This is a woman, like, you know, the stern black and white photos that are coming through. This is an ancestor that wants to help. So this is telling me that this is a female ancestor, very strongly wants to help guide you, help assist you at this time, help move you forward. Very known for intelligence, known for beauty, very, very somber thinker. Not a flibberty gibbet at all. This one was very much straight shooter, somber thinker, practical one. This ancestor wants to help guide your steps. And this is something that you may actually have a picture of this ancestor. It may just be that I'm getting this black and white tin type of ancestor energy to help guide you. Go to the tin types. Go to the tin types. Yes, like ding ding. The reader's got the clue now. Surprise, surprise. Go to the tin types. 1 second. I don't know what this tarot is called. I forget. It's like the ancestor spirit, but I call it the tin types because all the imagery in it is like the old school photos. I need to look in through here. The answer is yes, it'll be very good for you. And yes, it feels like the right move, even though it's scary and big. What else does she need to know? Prepare. This is going to take a little bit of time to do. This is the Knight of Coins going through slowly. Now, this is going like past the borders. You get this ability to be more generous. If you look at this, you can see the car that's going through and giving money to something to cross through this gate. There's a price to do this, but you're able to be more generous when you go down there. You are prepared. In many, many ways, you are prepared. There's no need to rush. Oh. Don't stress. Keep your heart open so that you aren't getting stressed. I'm getting like piercing, like almost like the pain that would be migraine pain behind the eyes. If you're getting this, if you're getting even the small headache, head it off of the path. It means you're pushing too hard. Slow it down, regroup. Allow the vision to open again from here and here instead of everything you're trying to see here, okay? Anything else? Yeah, you're ready to do this. You're ready to go be Batman. And this is the old ancestor, the old Page of Coins. This is the one that's alone in the field. This one, alone in the field, ready to create the offer. Really, really resourceful energy coming through. Super, super resourceful ancestor energy coming through for you. Yeah, very, very resourceful. Ready to be Batman on this. Anything else? Yeah, the fruits of your labor and the fruits of their labor and the generations and generations back. They're so excited for you to do this. This is huge. This is huge. The women in this picture, they are so excited for you to bring things forward and illuminate things. This is huge, huge, huge. Huge excitement going on. Huge, huge, huge for this. Yeah, they want you going forward. It's surprising and delightful. It's going to surprise you how much fun you will have on this adventure that you're going on, how much fun this will be, although it seems like work, and shift. And it might be something that's changed and you didn't expect this change, and it might be something you didn't think you wanted to do, and then all of a sudden now it feels like this is what you're getting to do. It's actually going to be something that's a delightful surprise for you. It's huge. It's very, very big for you. It's quite exciting for you to be able to go forward and do this. So that's what I've got. I would definitely do it. I definitely would. I think it's good. I think you'll be guided. I think there'll be assistance all around. Ancestor assistance. It might feel like you are doing something that is nonconformist or unusual when you compare it to your friends or whatever those around you are doing, it's definitely on your path to do this. That's what I am getting. Now, you guys always trust your higher self. This Judgment card comes up. Always trust your higher self. Will your brother and his child be able to move? I'm getting a yes. I think that it is. I think that you will be able to have things moving through in a different way where the whole family is able to move in a better direction, in a better way, in a different geography, literally. I'm getting yes. I don't know why that is. I don't know all the details of your situation. You guys always know your situations better than I do. But I am getting yes. And I'm getting that the ancestors want a new shift, a shift of direction, and a shift of geography for you. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's what I'm getting. And the time is coming soon. The time is coming soon. We saw, I put the cards away, but we saw Santa Muerte, and we saw the big pregnant belly. When somebody's that fully pregnant, it's soon. It's like within a couple months or even less. That's what I'm getting. That's what's coming through for me. Good luck going forward. I hope I'm right. I hope it works out really well for you all. And that the difficult of the situation is transcended for you. That's what I got. It was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, really, really beautiful energy. Sure, you are so welcome. Good luck. And you trust your higher self when you're getting that spiritual nudge here or here. Trust it. If you're getting stressed out and getting a headache, step back, breathe. Slow things down, get some water. If that's all you can do, get some water. Take the moment to kind of recalibrate, okay? All right, that's what I got for you, honey. That's pretty amazing. I love that for you. I don't even know why I feel so good on that one, but I do. And it's very calm. So just in case you wanted to know. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, I'm going to get a little water for myself so my quartz will hold up. And Kim, if you tell me who's next on the list, that's great. You're so welcome, honey. You are so welcome. All right. It's clear as far as you know? Okay. I think we did the collective. So if you guys have any like Q&A questions about tarot or about any of the decks, great. If not, then I might just get off the TikTok and come back a little later. If I can pull it off, we'll see. I should be packing. I've got some laundry that's handled and clean, but I should be packing, but I haven't done that, of course. Because, you know, this is more fun. You got to do this. You got to do this. So if you have any questions, you can ask like regular, like if you like this deck or whatever, or what's going on or anything like that, then great. But other than that, I think if the list is clear, then that's the important thing. That's good. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of a weird energy. The readings are fun. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. How have I ever made a deck? You know, I was playing with one that's just a goofy deck in Canva, and Stephanie and I are working on a bones deck, and I don't know when that's going to be done. Stephanie Intuitive's here, Tarot by the Sea. She and I are working on the bones deck that is like something that when I read the bones and I read them with tarot, it's a little bit differently. And then there's a tarot deck that my daughter and I were just playing that's kind of a goofy one, but I haven't had it printed and I haven't picked it up in a while. It might take a while for that yet to be done, but it hasn't been done yet. And there's brilliant, brilliant artists out there. And thank goodness there are, because it's a slow process with in motion. Yeah. Yeah, there's brilliant people that are great with artists and great with graphics and great with all of that. And I am the magic marker girl and stick figure girl. That is more my wheelhouse. So I'm not great with the art or even with the graphics on that one yet. But it's like, all right, so that's what we're playing with. The one that I am doing, I'll show you one that I kind of like. This one. This one. And I think this is called the Practical Wisdom Tarot. So it's got like this little picture by the side and then a blurb. So the one my daughter and I are working on, it has the traditional Rider-Waite's, but then it'll have like the Santa Fe burger. If you guys have been around, you know that that's the 3 of Wands for me, is the Santa Fe burger. So we've got the traditional Rider-Waite in there, and then there's like a hamburger in the sky. It's really silly. I don't know if we'll ever print this fucker or not, but it's got the hamburger in the sky, and then it's got a little bit of my own little kind of snarkiness to the side. So that's the one my daughter and I are working on. So it has traditional stuff, or then it just has like random fun stuff, and here's, you know, the Ange thought on this. It's meant to be something that's playful, but you can find a lot of people that have done decks that are tarot, and you don't have to be the brilliant artist. If the intention is there, you'll get it. Like the Two of Swords, you could easily just have like even two pens crossed and somebody blindfolded. You get it, right? So you get it. So yeah, the markers are what I use to teach, to learn, to train. I mean, I am low tech, guys, low tech. This is high tech for me. So yeah, and we just kind of put through what was the traditional stuff and just played and had fun with it, and then put some blippets on it. But I'll have to see if that ever actually escapes my laptop or not and goes anywhere. So far, it has not yet, but we're working on it. And I think it might be the Six of Swords that I went through, and it's like, wait a minute, that one needs a little bit of thought, so I might need to look at that one. So anyway, that's what's going on. So, but if that's it, then I probably will get off this live and maybe go have some lunch, unless you guys have another question. And if you do, that's totally fine too. You're excited to see it. I don't know when that's even going anywhere, guys. So just, yeah, it'll be a while. It may be a next year kind of a thing. We'll have to see. So, and the bones one, it's because I love to throw the bones and do the bones readings. And it's got some really pretty stuff. It's got, Stephanie's on the job, and she's working with the illustrator on it, and it's like, okay, but it might take some time. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on. So when the timing is right, then they will come as they come. So yeah. So if you need art. So that's what's going on, and I think that's probably it. Is there anything else radically exciting going on? Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is. Okay, so this Tibetan singing bowls I'm going to be playing with my poor neighbors. They're going to have to hear that, whatever. And then Phil was looking for, when we go traveling, we're going to go on a driving tour. We're going to drive up to Deadwood and back, because we've always wanted to go do that. So we're going to do that, but somewhere in Cheyenne is this hippie trippy store, and there's two of them. What was the name of them? I don't know what they are, but in Cheyenne, they're a metaphysics store, and it's like just something called the little store, or something like that. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna go check that out. So I might have new tarot cards coming back. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going on. So that's what's going on. Yeah, we're gonna check out the hippie trippy shops, and we'll see what it is. So it's a little tiny. I don't know if it's the tiny tarot store or the tiny what store, but yeah, it looks like it will be fun. So we're going to go on the road for a little bit. So I don't think I will be on Wednesday. You might see us popping around here and there, but we'll be back probably. I'll be back by next Monday for sure, guys. I'll be on next Monday. I might be back in town Saturday or Sunday, depending on how we take the road and how we need to stop. But yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Store. That's it. Thank you. Twinkle Twinkle Little Store. Thank you, Kim. Yes. That's the one. That's the one. So hopefully we'll get to stop there. I'll be excited if we do. But we're going to see, what is it? Devil's Tower and Deadwood and Rushmore and maybe Bucky's Truck Stop, because my husband's a trucker. So all of that. So anyway. So that's what's going on. You love to collaborate. So we will be safe. We will be very safe, and we'll be aware of things, and we'll be sending out good light. You guys, this is a time to send out good light for yourselves. Put your little protective bubble around you, however you want to do that, if you feel like that, and send good light out for others, because that's what you're going to draw towards you. So really, really, really send the light out. Yeah, I think we're going to have to stop at Bucky's, because I think Phil really, really wants to. So he's a trucker, and I don't mind. I'll go anywhere with that man. I love that guy. So we'll just drive along, and I'd rather drive than fly any day. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to get out of Dodge, get a little bit of a mini break. So that's what's going to go. Crystal Cave looks cool too. We'll have to check that out. You're not going outside without your Wonder Woman bracelets on? Okay, Chad. All right. If that's what you need to do. I don't have my Wonder Woman bracelets handy. But we can think I'm Wonder Woman anyway, and that'll be fine. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go so I can get some lunch. I hope you guys have a happy, happy day, and I will be seeing you again. And your tiara, of course, because we need tiaras. It's true. All right, much love, everybody. Mwah. Talk to you later.